Hey y'all, it is Stacy with Wilshire Collections. Come on in and tell me hello. I'm so excited for today because as you can see behind me, I've got a blank space and I'm ready to refresh it and decorate it with you guys. I literally have all my stuff all over the couch, all over the floor over here. I'll show you that here in a minute. But I have a complete vision for this space to transition. We went from Christmas to winter to everyday decor. If you are not ready to take down your winter decor, it's totally fine. I was ready. I'm ready to just kind of get my house back and ready for kind of just a more simplistic feel after the holidays. So that's just me, but obviously you do you. But when y'all hop on, tell me hello. I want to know where you're watching from. If you're new, be sure you say newbie. If you're watching the replay later, say hashtag replay. Let us know that you are here. And be sure to share this video because I do think this is going to be a lot of fun. And I would love for you guys to do that. Hello, Leslie and Julie and Chandra and Tanya. Hello, hello. Happy Sunday afternoon or whatever day you end up watching on the replay. Hey, Barb and Luann. All my friends are here. I see you guys. Hey, Lizzie from Texas. Hello, hello. Melinda from Arkansas. How's it going? Is it cold where y'all are? It is cold here today. I have not stepped foot outside. But the word on the street is that it's very, very chilly here today. Hello, Pam. I know. I'm excited. I'm very excited. I can't wait to do this with you guys. Hey, Christy. Oh my goodness, Leslie, I know it's freezing in Chicago for sure. Hey, Kelly. Okay, my Kelly is going to get the broadcast sent out. So hopefully some more friends will come find us and jump on here. But like I said, I am getting ready to refresh, decorate my hearth room, after the Christmas, after the winter, and just bring it back to what I call basics. And I know this can be a hard time of year, but I also really love this time of year because it's when we get to just do whatever kind of makes our heart happy, right? As far as our theme, our color scheme, etc. Winter itself can be so like dark and dreary and just in a lot of places, obviously not if you're, living somewhere real tropical or something, but in a lot of places that it's nice to be able to maybe bring in some color to the inside or just surround yourself by things that make you happy during these kind of long winter months. And for me, it's navy and sage, and that is the color combo I'm doing. I started this color combo last year with mostly navy and some sage accents. This year, we're kind of like taking the sage up a notch, and I'm going to be doing even more sage stuff with obviously still the navy. I personally think it's just a whole vibe. How many of you guys also decorate with navy and sage? I know a lot of you guys got on like the navy train, which sounds like navy train, great. I don't know, whatever. The navy train last year. So let me know if you guys are starting to incorporate in sage green and stuff too. You can see, you might have seen the video that I posted right before this, but I've literally got a bunch of my stuff just all over the couch, on the floor, because I kind of know exactly what I'm going to be using. And as I do this, I'm going to share some tips and tricks with you guys, and just share some things that I think are hopefully going to be helpful. And to be honest, I don't go live decorating a lot here on the main page because I reserve a lot of my decorating tutorials are done inside my decorating and creating community because that's where I do like exclusive DIYs and decorating. So like on Tuesday, I'll be in the DC decorating my coffee bar for Valentine's. So I decorate a lot on video, just not always here on the main page. But I know this is such an important and crucial time of year, and I hear you guys when you're telling me, I need help, I need inspiration. It looks bare after the holidays. Hey, Kelly, thank you. I totally get that. So I see y'all loving the navy and sage, that's awesome. If you can like relate to that in the sense that it's just bare or it feels different after Christmas, let me know because listen, you are not alone, okay? So we're going to start with the mantle and start with some different things, but just to kind of show you my color scheme. If y'all saw my live at Kirkland's the other day with Kelly and we both grabbed these pillows that I just fell in love with from Kirkland's because they've got all the blues and the green. And I told y'all how cute it was going to look with my Pillow Cover Club pillow. Y'all, I wasn't lying. I was not lying. Sundays with Stacy. I love that, Julie. I do love coming live on a Sunday afternoon from time to time. So look how stinking good these look. This is the pillow from Pillow Cover Club. This one came from Kirkland / Bed Bath & Beyond Home, depending on where you live, what it's called. But those look so good together. So this is like the general vibe. Remember back, I don't know, a couple weeks ago, we made this in a little frame with one of the printables. I mean, just look how cute all this looks together, okay? So what I love, and here's kind of tip number one. If you're a neutral girly, but you love adding colors for the different seasons, or maybe you're just kind of more neutral in general, maybe you struggle with colors, it really doesn't matter. Navy and sage, let me pick up something that's just navy, okay? Navy and sage, to me, are neutral colors that, or they're neutral, but they're colors, okay? So navy is so versatile. It can go with so many different things. This is the navy throw from back in the fall. And then obviously the pillow. So sage green is the same way. Sage is a neutral, but it's a color. So it's great to mix in. Y'all, you can use sage and navy, sage and tans, sage and pinks, sage and, help me y'all, blues. I mean, so many colors that you can use with sage. Same with the navy, okay? Navy and coral, navy and green, navy and yellow. I mean, you could go on and on. To me, navy and sage are almost like as versatile as black, because black can go with so many things too. So that is why I personally love navy and sage, especially for this time of year. If you don't like navy and sage, you shouldn't use navy and sage, okay? But if you're needing some inspiration on what colors can I bring into my home that just go for these kind of winter month and can transition into spring, here's my recommendation, because you know what? It's just so cute. So, yes, sage is kind of a gray green, which is why it makes it such a great neutral. Exactly, Kelly. Exactly. If I have 2 couches, you could just use 1 on each couch, Luann, and maybe use, 2 on each ends and the pillow cover in the middle, or layered or whatever. But yeah, I think you could definitely do that. Or of course you could get 4 as well. Okay. So when I am decorating a space in here, obviously I have a mantle that I'm able to decorate. So that is what I'm going to focus on first. And I always start at the top of the mantle because that is your focal point. Okay. So let me kind of move this over here just a little bit. And I'll raise it where y'all can see it better here in a minute, but that is the focal point. Here's another tip for you guys. Everything that I am using today, hold on, let me make sure I don't lie to you guys. Every single thing except these pillows that I just got is stuff that I've already had, okay? And I told you guys yesterday, I was working on some stuff in my bedroom and I was shopping my home, okay? This is something you guys can do literally today, and it's not gonna cost you a dime to do this. People get so caught up in, well, this pillow belongs in this room. This vase belongs in this room. This, whatever belongs in this room. Go shop your home. Take something from your living room, move it to the bedroom, vice versa. You're going to feel like you have a whole new piece. So I'm literally pulling things like, oh, I used this in my living room last year, but you know what? I'm going to use it in here this year. Shopping your home and moving things throughout your home is going to make you feel like you went and bought new stuff when you didn't. There's nothing that says you have to stare at the same vase in your living room for 35 years. It's okay to move things around. So I challenge you guys to shop your home as you're starting to decorate. And then you fill in the gaps, right? So if you start shopping your home and you're like, ooh, I really need a new pillow. Well, then you know where to go, Or if you're shopping and you're like, I really need a new vase, then you know that. But at least start with shopping your home, okay? So when I'm doing a mantle, I like to do the top first and do a focal point. So let me show you what I'm going to be doing up there, keeping it super, super simple, like last year. So I have this big canvas. This is one of my P&G designs. You do that all the time. Yes, y'all tell me if you guys do, if you all shop your home. Oh, thank you, Kelly. That's sweet. So this is one of my digital designs that I took and had made or uploaded to Canvas on demand and had made into this canvas. Every time I post a picture of this room with this, I get questions about this, but that's what it is. We have a ton of PNG files on the website. The keyword of the day, you guys, is refresh. And I have a bunch of different stuff that's linked in the refresh roundup, because y'all gonna be asking me lots of questions as we go, I'm sure. So I tried to kind of put everything in one place. Thanks, Lisa. So refresh is the keyword. It'll send you the PNGs and some other stuff. But anyways, we're gonna put this smack dab in the middle, okay? And this is a 30 by 30. Now you gotta get to know your own mantle and kind of know, what sizes work for you. I know that if I only want to do one big thing in the middle, a 30 by 30 is perfect. If I'm wanting to layer, you shop your home because Stacy said so. Thank you. I love that. If I'm wanting to layer more than one thing in the middle for my focal point, then 30 by 30 is going to be too big. So you kind of got to get to know your home and your, your spaces or whatever. So that's going in the middle. And then I've got, and y'all, I had just put these, I put them in our garage during Christmas. These are the exact vases and greenery that I had in there before Christmas. So all I had to do was go grab them and they're just ready to plop back up here. So we're gonna put my 2 vases on either side, and then I'll mess with them later if the greenery needs to be fluffed and floofed a little bit, but we're gonna do that. I'm personally a big symmetrical girl, and I like symmetry, but if you don't like symmetry, then you don't have to do that, but I do. I like it. So, there we go. Thank you. I love that picture too. Okay, can y'all see? That's it. That is all I am doing up top. Patty, if you bought it a few days ago, it should have come to your email. It's a digital file. So check your email, or you can log into your account on my site and it'll be there. I hope I'm not frozen. Y'all tell me. I think I'm probably okay. So that's all I'm doing. Sometimes at the top, I'll do groupings of 3 things on either end. Again, personally, I'm craving more of like a simplistic look. And so I'm just keeping it a little simple up top. But now we have created our focal point. The other big important thing when you're decorating a mantle, fireplace, whatever, not just mantle, sorry, a fireplace, is your floor. Okay, whether you have a hearth like I do that's raised, or it just goes down to the floor. I'll talk about some of that in a bit, Cindy. Remind me. I don't want to get off track, but I can tell you guys kind of some things that I'm seeing that are trending. Blue and green are definitely trending, though. They were everywhere at market, everywhere, which is funny because I didn't know that, so I'm very thrilled about it. But anyways, you want to draw your eye down. Like, this looks pretty, but this is still pretty bare, okay? So let me grab, let's see, we're going to this side first. So on this side, I kind of tend to keep some of the same stuff, except Christmas. I'll change it out. But I always have this big vase down there just because it's big and it works good. I put some stems that I've had for a while with some little flowers in the front. So we're just going to plop that down right there, okay? And we'll kind of mess with our things. I like to do groupings of 3. If you know me, if you've ever heard me decorate or talk about decorating, we're all about creating vignettes and creating groupings of objects. Think about it as little homes for your decor. So we're creating a large vignette of 3 items down at the bottom. So then I have this lantern that I use down there a lot. This is heavy, y'all. I've had this for years. I think it's from At Home. No, I don't know, Kirkland's or somewhere. But I just change out the canvas or the canvas. Sorry, I saw somebody say canvas. Change out the candle. How do you know what size canvas to buy? Patty, I would just measure your fireplace. Maybe if you want to use some vases, put your vases up there and just kind of see how much space you have. You want it to be pretty substantial though, because obviously, scale and balance are very important. And that's one thing I go into more detail in my little Decorating 101 crash course, because nothing will shrink a space like having something too small. Like if I was to just put this is very drastic, but if I was to just put this little picture frame up there instead of that, clearly the scale is not gonna be right, and it's just gonna draw your eye in all the wrong ways. So it is important to make sure you have something that's large enough to scale, but yet not, you know, overpowering and not too small, if that makes sense. So, okay, so we've got those two items down there. Look how it's already, now your focal point is here, but your eye's being drawn down. And then I have this little lantern that I've had for a million years, and I love it still to this day. And use it, I don't even know where it's from. So we're gonna put that right there in the front. So you see how we have tall, medium, or large, medium, small. So we have different heights, different sizes, etc. Oh, thank you, Kathy. That's one of my printables from last year that I had to bring back out because I'm like, it's too cute with all this navy and sage. So we have 3 things down there at the bottom. Y'all with me? You with me, friends? Hey, Lachey, no worries. Glad you're here. Y'all share this video if you're just hopping on. We got to have all our friends coming to find the live. Okay, so next, y'all know, what do I always, almost every season of the year, I have a basket down on my hearth. So that is what I like to do next. We're going to scoot this up, because we're going to come over here for a little basket styling 101, okay? So this is my basket that I use. This one came from Target a while ago. You may still be able to find it. I think if you comment Roundup, I have this linked in my Shop My Home Roundup, I think. But anyways, it's a big basket. I have a couple throw blankets down here just for cushion and just, not cushion, because your stuff doesn't need cushion, but just to build it up is what I'm trying to say, okay? So those are not gonna show. I'm gonna show you 2 quick, easy ideas for styling, because this is kind of twofold. I know a lot of you guys, where are my pillow besties? So those of you that have the new January pillow, if you're looking for a way to style it, I'm gonna give you an idea. But then I actually decided I'm gonna use my pillows on both chairs. So I'm not gonna use this one in the basket, but I wanna show you that, and then I'll do the regular basket, okay? So if you don't, that's a great question. Lena says, if I don't have a hearth, how would I style in front of your fireplace? The same way. The same way. Just do a little grouping of objects on one side and then do one singular thing. That's what I prefer, is like 3 on one side, 1 larger thing on the other side. So you would treat it just the same. It's just that it's not raised. That's the only difference, okay? So I've got this navy Wilshire throw. We do still have a few of these left if you guys want one. When I am doing, comment throw if you want one. Okay, when I'm doing a basket, I'll just fold the throw in half, like so, long ways, and then I'll fold it in half again. So we're folding it into 4ths, okay? I will take it and put it in my basket. So if this is the front of my basket, what I don't want to see, you guys, is this. Don't do this. Why are you gonna cover up your entire cute basket? Don't do it, okay? You gotta let the basket shine a little bit too. So what you wanna do is move it over to the right-hand side so that you have just a little bit hanging out right there, and then it can kind of cascade that way. Does that make sense? So I'm gonna get it how I want it, and we can always adjust and tweak a little bit after we get it in there, but that's gonna let your basket show up a little bit better. Hold on, I gotta get a sip of water, y'all. This is, this is big business here. This is important stuff. Okay. So thirsty. Okay. Now, once you have your basket, or once you have your, what's that called? Blanket in there, I typically like to do 2 pillows in my basket. Now, again, you have to have a basket that's big enough. Do not ask me the dimensions of this because I don't know off the top of my head, but it's like this big by this big, you know? But if you're at a store that has pillows too, go play with it. Take your basket over to the pillow aisle and see if you can fit 2 baskets. That's how you know if your basket's big enough. Try to get it where you can fit 2 pillows. So in the back, I am gonna use this pillow that I've had from Kirkland's for literally years. Thank you, thank you. Hey, Robbie. Thank you, Linda. And we're going to use this in the back as our accent pillow, okay? Your front pillow is going to be the one that's like the star of the show kind of thing. It doesn't necessarily matter. Sometimes I like to use one that's a little bigger in the back, but even if they're the same size, you can kind of like put the one in the back up a little bit where you can see it better. The chairs came from a local store in Nashville called Head Springs Depot. Okay, so now the other thing I like to do with the basket, y'all, is I'll tilt this back pillow to the right and this front one to the left a little bit, okay? So see how I have them going in different directions, so it creates a little bit of interest, I guess you could say. Now, what I think looks really cute with this, if you guys made this with one, this is from the January printables and the Printable Club. I made this on a live a couple weeks ago. It's a frame, it's a mat, it's a printable, it's all the things, but you could actually, hold on, we're switching this. We're gonna put that to the left, that to the right, and then I'm gonna put my frame right down in there, like so. And then I've got these little greenery stems that I've had in my stash forever. Bam, put them in there, and look how stinking cute this is, you guys. Like, that is actually so precious. Easy, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So that's one idea for your basket with the navy and sage. Since I'm gonna use these in my chair, I'm gonna remove this, okay? It would also look so cute if you guys end up getting this pillow. Oh my Lanta, we gotta just look at that real quick. Y'all, that would be so cute, but I'm using these on my couch. So, okay, so for these, let me put this in this chair over here for now, because that's where that's gonna go. All right, we're gonna put let me know if y'all have questions too as I'm going. Basket looks great, thank you, thank you. Okay, we're gonna put that one back in there. And then I am actually going to use this one from August Pillow Cover Club. Thank you. I'm telling you guys, you're gonna become basket obsessed if you'll just get the right basket, get you some cute pillows, cute throw, all the thing. To me, a basket is the easiest way to spruce up a space, switch out a pillow, etc. I know a lot of our pillow besties, that's where they use their pillow month after month, is in the in a basket. So if you do that, if you're in Pillow Cover Club, let me know. But I'm going to put this one in the front here. So now we've kind of got the navy and the neutral, okay? We're still using our same. This needs to come over a little. I kind of moved the blanket a little too much, I think. Hold on. Navy and neutral. I'm going to take my same greenery. So this is how we're going to start to pop in that sage green. Shirley, my rug is from Wayfair, I believe, and it should be linked under Roundup, I believe. And then love the yours is full of dog toys. That's okay. You can have we have a basket of dog toys too. So have a basket of dog toys, but have a basket by your fireplace that can be for you and not for the dog, you know. Yes, baskets seem to multiply, right? I'm telling you, once you become obsessed, you become obsessed. So we're just gonna put these right down in here, kind of like we did before. I also have these little spindles that I use sometimes, that I got at like an antique store. I'm gonna throw those back here. I may need to put something down in here to kind of, there we go, kind of prop them up a little bit, but just for a little something, something. Yes, absolutely. Alice says, instead of a basket, she has a small trunk. Could you do the same? Yes, definitely. If it'll fit this kind of stuff, then I would say so, yeah. You already have 2 baskets and you're looking for another one. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Okay, so there we are so far. And then the last thing I'm gonna add to this basket, you could 100% stop right here. 2 pillows, some greenery, a throw, bam, you're done. I do a lot of times like to add some kind of little frame, some kind of DIY craft, a little sign. I just feel like it takes it up a notch. So we're gonna add, this is a printable from Printable Club last year. It's also on my website. If you guys comment refresh, it'll send you the link to shop my printables. It'll send you the link for Pillow Cover Club and for my Decorating 101 crash course, which I'm not doing that crash course live this year. Usually this time of year, I'm hosting a crash course. I'm not doing that this year, but we have the replay available for sale that comes with the crash course videos, plus my ebook, plus this free home refresh guide, all for $15. So if you feel like you're learning some stuff today and you want more, definitely take the crash course, because that's where we dive into all of this in so much more detail. Like somebody was asking about my rug. In the crash course, we go over rug sizes and how do you know how big your rug should be for a space. Like if you're shopping for a rug for your living room, how do you know what size to order? Or if you're shopping for one for your kitchen, your dining room, whatever. So we go into that. We go into how high to hang your wall decor, how high and wide to hang your curtains. So we go over a lot of just Decorating 101, just kind of the fundamentals. So if you guys have not taken that crash course before, for $15, it's a game changer, an absolute game changer. But refresh is the key word for all of that, okay? So then I'm just gonna stick this little frame right down here in the front, and bam, we got our basket. I may mess with it a little bit. It's so hard to do stuff on a live because I feel like I'm like not looking at it in the right, the way I normally do, but I'll tweak it after we get it down. And oh yeah, that's so cute. That looks so cute. Oh my gosh, love. Y'all have to put something in there to kind of help hold those up a little bit, but we'll mess with that later. Okay. Oops, you couldn't even see me. Patty says, sign up for that crash course. You did it last year. It's worth more than 15. It totally is worth more than 15 for sure. Oh no. Are y'all there? I literally just clicked out of the live. Oh, thank you for saying that, Patty. Okay, there's where we are. This is all reversed too, which drives me crazy on a live, but it is what it is. What size was the picture printable used in the one with the sage pillow? So this one is an 8x10 frame, and that one's a 5x7. I don't like going any bigger than an 8x10 in my baskets, but I think that's a great size. So anywhere between 5x7 and 8x10, I think is good. Okay, so now look what we've done so far, y'all. We got our mantle. How cute does that look? Let me see if I can get that to stand up a little bit more, y'all. Tripods? I just made that really crooked, didn't I? I have a love-hate relationship with tripods, y'all. Okay. Oh, thank you, Lena. Thank you, thank you. Okay, I'm gonna put my other pillow in this other chair, because like I said, this is the one I'm using on my chairs. We do still have some spots in Pillow Cover Club this month, so if you cannot live without this pillow, then comment refresh. That link will be there, or you can comment pillow, either one. But anyways, these are so cute, and you will not want to put this one away. This will be one you want to keep out all year or most of the year. Okay, so now y'all gonna get to see me squeeze behind my chairs because we're gonna move over to these little cabinets. So let me get it over here. Y'all, I apologize. I know it's a little crooked, but so is my head. It's fine. Okay. So over here on this cabinet, I've obviously already got my lamps. So we're going to treat our lamp as the, yes, Pam, when you have a TV above your mantle, obviously that changes things a little bit. That's how my living room is. But when that is the case, you can still do some stuff to your floor to kind of draw the eye down. And so I would really focus there. And then if you have room, if space allows, to still do a couple vases or lanterns, you can do that as well. LaTanya says, learned so much from the decorating crash course. I'm so glad. Okay. So we're going to treat our lamp like our tall object in the vignette. Okay. So odd numbers. We're doing a grouping of 3, keeping it simple. I've got my little cabinets that are from Amazon. I'm going to use this little frame, which is an 8x10, and then this little vase thing that I've had from probably TJ Maxx for 999 years. I don't even know. Okay. Put that there. I'm going to put that there. Okay. And I'll bring you guys closer and take it off the tripod when we're done. But if you can tell, we've got now a large, oops, it's backwards, large, medium, small object, okay? You don't want to add 3 things that are the exact height of your lamps. It's not going to give the eye a break and know where to look. You want to be sure you've got the different heights. You're bringing in different textures. So on day 3 or video 3 of the crash course, I go into what I call the finishing touches of decorating, which honestly, a lot of what we're doing today, that is finishing touches kind of thing. So things like creating vignettes, scale and balance, color, contrast, all this kind of stuff. But the most important thing to know, if you're not going to take the crash course, the basics is grouping in odd numbers and being sure that you have different heights, okay? But obviously, if you want more, you can watch the video for the deep dive into that. So that's it, okay? We got 3 things. So now, over on our other little cabinet, we're going to do 3 things. So for that, I have got this bowl. This is so heavy, you guys. I've had this from Kirkland's for a long time. So all I wanted to do for this was put this little wreath in there. This is just a wreath that I've had for a long time. There's so many things that you could, do and put in here, but I just wanted to keep it, any thought about the Pillow Club could be? Yes, Shirley, we do offer 2 pillows. So we have the option to do 1 pillow a month or 2 pillows a month. Many people do 2, just like for this exact example. I have 2 on either side of my fireplace and my chairs. If you want 2 on each end of your couch, so you do get a discount and a deal for being a double subscriber, which means you get 2 matching pillows a month. Yes. Okay. Hold on. Y'all are asking some good questions. Hold on. So yes, you can do that. It's $34.99 for 1 pillow a month or $54.99 for 2 matching pillows a month. So if you comment, pillow, sorry y'all. If you comment pillow, it will send you the link. And then somebody asked about, can you get that crash course in a printed book? So when you guys get the crash course replay videos, you will get instant access to 4 videos. So it's 3 decorating videos plus a Q&A. You will also get it in print form. So this is my ebook. Yours is not going to come in a binder like this. It's a digital ebook, but you get access to this. So this is literally a step-by-step guide in everything that we talk about in the crash course. Plus there's a little free printable in here that would look really cute with all your stuff. We talk about color, talk about the finishing touches, style tips, lots of style tips with visuals and, writing. So baskets, pillows, couches, chairs, rug sizing. So we talk about rugs for your living room, rugs for your kitchen, rugs for your tables, rugs for bedrooms, curtain hanging. I mean, this literally goes into everything so that you can have that visual of the videos, but then you also have it, typed out for you guys. So this is this alone is $15 on my website. So you get this plus the crash course videos for $15, okay? Lots of tips, lots of ideas and inspo, all the things. You can print it out and put it in a binder just like this. Also with the crash course, you will get this free home refresh and reset guide. I won't go through that whole thing, but it's got like checklists for you guys and kind of like little journaling pages. So super, super helpful too. Janice asked, is that a pillow cover or pillows? So the ones for my subscription are pillow covers. I just have it stuffed and fluffed, but you can see they all have a zipper closure on the bottom, and I just have an insert. I can tell you exactly what insert to get for your pillows, but they are 18 by 18 pillow covers. that comes shipped directly to your door once a month. You get a little surprise. Hello. Surprise, surprise. Where'd I leave off? Okay, so this heavy bowl, I wanted to use the wreath, but it kind of just fell in there. I just grabbed, y'all, I can't even tell you how heavy this bowl is. Ugh. I just grabbed a couple like orb things that I have that I'm not using. You could also use plastic bags, paper towels, anything to kind of build this up a little bit. And then I'm literally just going to set the wreath right on top. So now it's going to come up where you can see it more. I've done it the past 2 years, Brenda. So the videos are from last year's crash course. But yes, I did it the last 2 years. Okay. So we're going to put that. Get over there, you little crazy. All right, that right there. Again, I'll bring y'all closer here in a minute, I promise. And then I also have this little candle thing. Again, this was in my living room and I decided to move it over here. So shopped my home, moved things around, and we're just gonna put that right there. So now again, we've got the small, medium, large. Y'all, we're getting there. We're getting there. What do you think? Next, you can't really see this. Let me get you, we're gonna see if we can get you moved over. Okay, all that's left on the couch is, well, let me move this out of the way, is my little stuff for my end table here. So I've already got a lamp over here. I'm sorry, that's so crooked, y'all. It's very hard to do this by myself. You shop your home a lot. I love shopping my home. So I've got this little vase and I've had this for a while. I've had the greenery. Again, nothing that I am using today is new except these 2 pillows on my couch, which I couldn't resist. So this, and then I have this little frame I got from Hobby Lobby a while back. And this is one of my printables from last year. So I'm literally just gonna set this. We've got lamp, vase, frame, bam, we're done. Let me take it off the tripod so I can show you the pillows because it'll be too hard to, y'all got fuzzy stuff all over me, too hard to flip it around. And then we will show you the whole thing. Oh wait, there's one more thing. There's one more thing, hold on. Very helpful course. Oh good, Lisa, that makes me so happy, y'all. I'm crooked. The last thing, and I'm not decorating this live, I actually decorated this morning while I was sitting here drinking my coffee. And that was when I also kind of had like the epiphany that I was like, you know what? I need to do the rest of this live today. So I'm not decorating this live, but this is my dough bowl that I like to use, on my coffee table. And so it's literally just filled with, I've got 3 navy candles in the middle, and then a bunch of greenery and floral stems. Sorry, y'all. Hold on, I gotta get it back to that. So that's what I did for that. I've done dough bowl styling videos before and in workshops and stuff, something I do in the DC a lot. We may actually be doing some next month for my living room. But anyways, so that's what I'm using on my coffee table in the middle. How stinking cute does that look? Let me kind of move stuff around. It shifted a little bit during transportation. So cute. And again, I already had all those stems. The blue floral pillows came from Kirkland / Bed Bath & Beyond Home. Oh, Pam says, I always heard about decorating in 3s, but didn't know about sizing until now. Yes, size matters. Size is very important. It really does help break up the eye and make your eye know where to look. If you have a table and you're just putting 3 things in a row that are all the same height, it just doesn't give it enough movement. The minute you get your sizes down and you get your angles down, which angles is something we go over more in the crash course, but it really will make a huge, huge difference in your decorating for sure. So, okay, so how cute does that look on the coffee table? Y'all, it just came together so stinking cute. So cute. What do you guys think? I'm going to take it off the tripod so I can kind of show you around a little bit. Just had a light bulb go off. You have 3 candles like that and a dough bowl. Yes, Brenda. Keep it simple. 3 little candles or one big chunkier candle in the middle, and then just fill in around with greenery, with florals, whatever you want to do. And what I love about this too, y'all, to me, this says neutral. It says it's winter outside, but we're trying to be like happy on the inside. But it also can transition right into spring. And I can't wait to show you guys because I already have a plan and a vision. I know exactly what this room is going to look like for the next few months and how I'll slowly start to remove certain elements and start to bring in spring elements. So I really think it's a great color scheme for now, but it's one you honestly could use pretty much all year round. So y'all have any questions about anything we did before I take it off the tripod? Thank you, Becky. Thank you, Kathy. This was so fun. Y'all, this is where I thrive the most in life. I love decorating and I love talking about decorating. I love sharing decorating tips and tricks. I love inspiring you guys to create pretty spaces in your homes because that's what it's all about. And I say it once, I've said it twice, I'll say it till I'm blue in the face. You deserve to be surrounded by people and things you love and things that bring you joy. So I want to challenge you guys to really think about that and think about in this time of year, the Christmas is gone. That's always, maybe it's not gone, no judging if you still have yours up, but for a lot of us, the Christmas has come down and you're kind of asking yourself, what's next? What brings you joy? That's what I want you guys to do and bring into your homes. If it's navy and sage like me, then that's what you should do. If it is black and white, then you should do black and white. If it is hot pink, you should do hot pink, right? So I know, Becky, how fun would that be? But that's the main thing, is that it truly is just so important for you guys to do what makes you happy, okay? And I encourage you, if you are wanting, and it doesn't even have to be right now, like if you're like at some point this year, I want to refresh my bedroom or I want to refresh my living room, I want to do this and that, get that crash course while it's still available and still $15. You can watch it at any time and you can watch it over and over. So you could watch it now and again in 6 months from now if you need a refresher, but truly you guys, it bundles up all the basics of decorating into one little area. And then we go deeper every single month inside the DC, which is my decorating and creating community. That's where we're just constantly doing stuff together and we're switching out things for the season. But the crash course is a great place to start. So comment refresh if you want that. All right, let me take it off the tripod and then we'll show you around. So fun. Feels good to have this done too. Okay, ready? So you haven't really seen this yet, but this is where I'm using the new pillows from Kirkland's. I mean, they're so cute. I just could not resist. I got to show y'all something in a minute too. This is a pillow I've had for a long, long time from probably Home Goods, I believe. Alice, I'm not sure. It's so hard to know just from a description. Are you in the DC? I feel like maybe you are, but if you're in the DC, feel free to post a picture of them and we can give you advice and feedback there. If you're not in the DC, we'd love to have you because that's where I can do more like personal help with your spaces. Okay, so how cute. Yes, Linda, you can still order the 2 green pillows. If you comment pillow, it should send you the link to Pillow Cover Club and you can definitely get those and we'll get them sent out to you tomorrow. So I know the pillows look so cute. This is a throw that I've had for a long time. Here's my little vignette over here with my lamp, which I've had for a long time from, I don't know, y'all, Home Goods probably. Everything in my house is like Home Goods or Kirkland's pretty much. But anyway, so that little vignette, then we'll come around over here. We've got our chairs with our cute pillow. Get my chair turned from where I was in there. Y'all, I cannot. My little cabinet. See how that just looks cute? Like you can't even tell that that's a wreath, but it is. And it's just something I had on hand already. Then we'll come over here We've got this little grouping down here. I need to kind of mess with those. They're a little wonky, but I'll do that later. We've got our vases with greenery. And again, this is one of my P&G designs. I've got a ton of them for all the seasons. So, and there's instructions on how to upload them to a place like Canvas on Demand to get canvases printed. It's very easy. Don't be intimidated by it. And it's like a game changer. All right. Then we've got our vase over there. Oh no. Where'd my frame go? Did it fall? It fell. Shoot. I'm gonna have to wedge that in there a little bit better. Okay. There we go. So there. Oh yeah. My basket needs some work. I don't like how this is sticking out, but I'll mess with it later. But you get the general idea and the gist of it. Looks super, super cute. We've got the green pillow over here. And then we've got this little grouping here with the lamp and the greenery. And then I'm obsessed with this printable and that little project we did. I think that turned out so stinking cute. And then let me back up. And then we've got our dough bowl right here. Let me come back here and we'll kind of do a glance at the whole shebang. I know I love that kind of denim pillow too. That one's older from Kirkland several years ago, but I've always loved that pillow. Kelly's had her eyes on those pillows for a while too. She's like, if you ever get rid of those, she's like, I'll take them. Oh, and then I also have a little basket over here. This is like my grab and go basket. So you're allowed to touch these blankets. Okay. You have to train your family to let them know this is a no touch zone. Okay. I got to fix that blanket too. I'm not real happy with it. I'll fix it and get a better picture. But if you need a blanket, don't go grabbing from mama's basket. No. You come grabbing from this basket. Okay. So this is the Wilshire throw that's in my shop. I think if you comment throw, I know you call dibs, Kelly. They've got your name on them. But anyways, just my cozy throws that if somebody's sitting right there and they want to throw, they can grab from there. And then obviously we've got the throw there, but, that was the other. And then of course I've got my gallery wall, which always stays the same with my family pics and stuff. So there it is. There is the hearth room. Thank you, Danica. Yes, if you're not a blue person, you can 100% do the sage with just neutrals, with tans and whites and creams, or you could bring in another color, whatever you like. So, I know that is the softest, coziest throw, 100%, 100%. Linda, no, the pillows are only available inside the Pillow Cover Club. You can cancel at any time if you decide that it's not for you, but we do not offer them individually. They're just part of the club. So every now and then we'll do some specialty pillows that are separate from the club, but we don't have any planned as of now for the first part of the year. So, anywho, y'all, I love it. I think it turned out so stinking cute. Yeah, I showed this. We'll just do like this. Dun, dun, dun. Looks amazing in a short turnaround time, right? I concur, friends. That was so fun. Thank you, guys. I hope it inspired you. I hope you take some time to shop your home. Move some things from room to room. That is not going to cost you a dime, okay? Yesterday, when I was wanting to do the console table I had bought for our bedroom, I literally just was digging through every place in my house that I knew to dig. Oh, Renee, that makes me happy. I love that. Digging through everything, bringing things in. I'm like, oh no, I don't like that in here. Then I'd go back out, find something new. But I was able to style most of that console table without even having to go shopping. So chances are we all have a lot of things that are pretty and that will work. Move them around. Grab them out of a closet, give it new life by painting it. Like, work with what you have first and then fill in the gaps with your shopping trips, okay? So I hope you're inspired to shop your home, to refresh a space this year. And if you want to know more about any of the things we talked about Pillow Cover Club, about the decorating crash course, about the P&Gs, just comment refresh and it'll send you the link to all of those. So, Oh no, the link listed is not working. Which link isn't working, Susan? The refresh thing didn't work, or once you got the Facebook message, it wasn't working. I'll check it as soon as I get off of here, but I had checked it before and it was all working. So I'm not real sure, but message me. If it doesn't work, send me a Facebook message and I'm happy to get that to you. You're going to shop your home next week. Good, Judy. Linda says you're always an inspiration. Thank you. Oh, Jana says, as I look out my window and see so much snow, I love looking out yours and seeing green. Yes, we do have green. It's cold green, but we do have green. Yeah, Kelly, if you can reply and give her the link to the crash course, that would be awesome in case it's not working for her. And then, what was I going to say? Y'all, what was I going to say? I can't remember. But anyways, thank you guys. This was tons of fun. Loved hanging out with y'all. If you end up watching on the replay, be sure you say hello. Tell me that you were here. Ask me any questions and I'll come back, to the comments and stuff. Just helped you with different ideas. Well, I'm not Kelly, or maybe someone named Kelly, or maybe my Kelly helped you with ideas. I'm not real sure, but either way, Becky, I'm glad you got some ideas. Judy says she wants to try the PNGs this year. Do it. It's so easy to do, and it really is a game changer. So anyways, all right, Kelly got that link for you. Thank you guys so much. Have a good one, and we'll talk soon. Bye, y'all.